Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Sam here. Welcome to ScapeLog number 4. I think I can call it that because I'm still making progress in the game of what I'm doing. This is Strange Rocks, pretty much. This is for the Trim Completion Escape. I need to do it 30 times. I believe I'm on my 23rd week. It does take a while to do, but I'm kind of nearly there, so that's great. But that's not the main thing I want to talk about for this video. The main thing is what I'm going to call it the Mad May. You guys probably would have heard of this by now. It's to do with the bonus weekends and bonus weeks that Jagex are doing in the month of May, and I was just going to talk about it and tell you if I'm going to be taking part in any and just things like that. I mean, I'm sure you have heard of this before, so it's not new, but I'm going to go over it and start from the first weekend, which is a Slayer weekend. This is on the May the 3rd to May the 4th. So the basics of this is double Slayer reward points, which is quite nice, especially if you're going for any rewards in the shop. You know, to get like the Slayer helm upgrades and things like that. Going for points will be easier, so you know, definitely take advantage of that if that's something you want to do. And there's also 50% bonus Slayer XP, which is, of course, that's very nice again, seeing as the 120 capes have just come out. You know, people will be trying to get the you know, more XP in the skill, so that's going to be helpful. There's going to be improved drop tables, so that's going to be interesting to see how that comes out. Hopefully it's not too OP, where you go to Abyssal Demons, you get like a whip every kill. But they did say there's going to be improvement to the drop table. There's also going to be a increased benefit from the Ring of Wealth, so you've got a higher chance of hitting the red drop table, which is cool because, I don't know, the red drop table still has some nice loot on it, which is, you know, good money. That's kind of mainly where you make most of your money from Slayer now, is just from the red drop table. And there's also additional charm drops throughout the weekend, which is, again, it's really good. Like, that's a really jam-packed weekend. Not only just like, you know, double XP, or, well, I guess it's just 50% bonus Slayer XP, but not only just one thing, but many bonuses going on that weekend. So it's going to be pretty jam-packed, probably, in just general areas of the Slayer areas. I mean, I'm sure it will be, seeing as it is a really good weekend with loads of bonuses. There's going to be a lot of people doing this, so it will be crowded, but I definitely still say it's worth doing these just because the bonuses are really good. They probably beat the cons. The pros beat the cons, but I'm definitely going to be taking part. I have 27.9 mil Slayer XP, and you know, just for the lols, I'll take part, and I'll probably be doing some live streams of it too. So you know, make sure to check out Twitch throughout these weekends, because I'm going to be probably doing it throughout the whole week, like throughout the whole month, like all the weekends and things like that. So if you want something to listen to whilst you do something, then yeah, head over to my Twitch channel. So yeah, that's pretty much the Slayer weekend. It's only for 2 days, so it's not like a full week or anything like that, because some of them are. But yeah, definitely I will be going for that, and hopefully getting some nice drops, making some money. I need to actually make money, really, for cannonballs, which is what I need to get the champion scrolls for the Trim Completion Escape. You do tend to use quite a lot of cannonballs, and seeing as champion scrolls are very rare, you know, it can take a while to get them. I use quite a lot of cannonballs on Banshees, probably in the region of about 20k to 30k. So it's quite a lot of money if you you know, have to do all champions and things like that. I think there's about 13 in total. There might be more, but it's quite a lot, and you know, it does cost quite a lot, especially if you get unlucky, like I did on the Banshees. Alright, so moving on to the next weekend. This is just classed as Skiller weekend. Artisan's Workshop offers two times experience, which is sweet. You know, Artisan's Workshop is really good XP anyway, so I can imagine the prices of ores and everything like that is going to be skyrocketing, especially if you need to get your smithing up. And again, seeing as the 120 capes are out, people will be actually going for the high XP, so it's going to be good for the game in general, just because more people will be actually needing to buy the resources, because before it was just like 13 mil, and only if you really want to go for like 200 mil people would buy resources, you know, after 99. But now, seeing as 120 capes are in the game, people will still want to do this, so that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if I'll be doing Artisan's Workshop, because there's a few other things as well going on this Skiller weekend, which I'm going to go over now, which for me would be better. So Runespan offers more points and longer lasting nodes, so that's the one I'm going to be doing, because Runespan again is another Trim Completion Escape requirement compared to Artisan's Workshop, which I think that is actually a requirement for the Trim Completion Escape, but I've actually already done it, so of course I don't need to worry about doing that. But Runespan will be the thing I'm going to be doing on that weekend. More points. It just says more points. I don't know if it's going to be double points or anything like that, but Runespan will be what I'm doing. I need to get a rank Esteem 1, I think that's what it's called. and you know, apparently it does take a while, so hopefully this will speed up a bit and I can get that faster. So Pyramid Plunder offers a higher chance at acquiring the rare items, so things like the black ibis pieces, so that's the clothing. They are very, very rare, so it's going to be nice for people that want to get this, that can, throughout the weekend. And they can also get the Scepter of the Gods easier too, which is something I might try and do throughout the weekend as well. Just do a bit of Pyramid Plunder, just because I do really want to get this Scepter of the Gods. It looks nice, and it gives you like more teleports, and it's one-handed, and it's just a really good scepter to have, especially if you're going to go for like, I don't know, 200 mil thieving or 104 mil thieving. Scepter of the Gods will be very helpful. And you know, that's pretty much it for the Pyramid Plunder part. Now there's also going to be bonuses towards Divination. Enriched Wisps will spawn every 10 minutes compared to their usual, which is 20 minutes. So I suppose if, you know, people are still training their Divination, want to get that up higher, then that would be better for them. I still think out of all of the things I've said so far, Divination, that one doesn't seem too great. Just spawning every 10 minutes instead of 20 minutes compared to everything else like double XP and more points at Runespan and higher chances of loot from the Pyramid Plunder. The Divination one doesn't seem too special, and that's really the only thing that's happening for the Divination part. Okay, so the next bonus in the Skiller weekend is related to more skills, so fishing, woodcutting, mining, and also Divination. So I suppose actually what I was saying before, Divination has got some more bonuses. So the Divination locations will last longer and spawn quicker, and I suppose that's the same for everything related to fishing, woodcutting, and mining. So the locations for them will last longer and spawn quicker, which I suppose is good if you need to get them levels up, and it's just a little bit easier, I suppose, if you want to AFK a bit more, then the resources will stay in place. And then there's one final thing for the Skiller weekend. It's quite a big weekend with loads of bonuses in. This is for Big Chinchomba, offering 50% more experience. So that one will be one which people will do, just because Big Chinchomba doesn't take too long and you can do it. I think it's like a daily thing. I don't know if you can do it twice in a day or maybe it's just once, but I suppose compared to the rest, this is one you can quickly do every day and just get that 50% more XP, which is quite nice. So, you know, that's only going on for 2 days. Like I said, it's just a weekend and it's a load of things to do, so everyone's going to be spread out, I suppose, for that, and it's going to probably go really, really fast, but I'm most likely going to be doing Runespan, trying to get as much points as I can, and then maybe a bit of Pyramid Plunder to try and get the Scepter of the Gods. I'm not too fussed about the clothing of the Black Ibis, it's mainly just getting the Scepter of the Gods. That'd be cool to have. So yeah. So the next weekend, this is the 17th to the 18th, is minigame weekend. Now this one is probably my most favourite out of all of them, just because of this first bonus that they're going to do, and it says Castle Wars grants an extra ticket per game. Now, seeing as the Castle's requirement is the hardest or the longest in the Trim Completion Escape requirements, I will definitely be doing this one because that extra ticket will save a lot of time. If you're drawing games, you get 1 gold ticket, and just getting an extra ticket from that would save you 20 minutes. So, you know, I'm just going to be no life in Castle Wars throughout the whole weekend for that one. Even though there is other bonuses for other places, this is the one I'm going to be focusing on, because they're also doing double reward points for Stealing Creation, Pest Control, Conquest, and Soul Wars, which is good. So people will be doing all of them, hopefully bring them back to life. It is kind of a shame because all of them, which I just said, were pretty much dead anyway. It's like no one ever goes to them. And I bet you as soon as this happens, they're going to be really, really full, and the servers will DC, and there'll be loads of bugs and glitches and people raging. But yeah, I'm just mainly going to be doing Castle Wars for that. But there is actually one more thing: double boss credits per Dominion Tower boss kill. I suppose that's kind of nice, but I'm not too fussed about that one. I don't know if many people will do that. I'm not too sure, but I'm mainly going to be doing the Castle Wars for that one. It's kind of obvious. I bet a few people are probably mad at that, and I can understand if you have the Trim Completion Escape, because, you know, Castle Wars getting extra tickets is something you don't really see, so this is going to save a lot of time for the people that are going for Trim Completion Escape. And yeah, no, it's just a shame for people who do have the Trim Completion Escape, because they had to do it the full, well, it could have been full 5,000 games or full 4,150 tickets. I suppose you still got to go for 4,150 tickets, but you'll be able to do it in a faster time. So that's the only bad thing that. But these things are going to happen. There's going to be bonuses in the game which people just, you know, won't like. But, you know, that's just the progression of the game, I suppose. It's going to get easier and easier and easier. So that's the sign we've got to expect. And then the next one is well, this one's just classed as May the 17th to the 31st. This is Player in Ports Extravaganza. So from them, From then on, it's going to be 30% extra trade goods and resources, and also extra voyages every day. So, you know, basic stuff there. I'm going to be doing that. It's again like the big chinchumba thing I was on about. You can just do that whenever you log in quickly and get that done, and, you know, reap in the benefits, I suppose. That's pretty cool. Especially as I'm on the last region, and any bonus I can get for that, just to speed it up, would be quite helpful. And also ports is just generally a trim completion escape requirement anyway. That's something I'm not really too worried about, because I can just get that over time. Seeing as I got the castle wars to go, it's still, you know, I've still got a lot of time to go and get the ports done. That's quite an easy thing to do, because I just tend to do it whenever I log in, get that sorted. And then the final one is Dungeoneering Week. Now this one's quite surprising, because it's like a whole week of Dungeoneering bonuses, compared to, say, like the Skiller weekend, where there's like loads and loads of mini games on, you know, bonus XP and things like that. And then the final bonus, I suppose, is Dungeoneering Week. This is May the 26th to June the 1st. Quite surprising that this one's like a week long, compared to, say, like the minigame weekend, which is only 2 days. Seeing as there's like loads more mini games, yet it's in a, you know, shorter space of time, shorter amount of time. But that's just the way it is. But for the Dungeoneering Week, it's double tokens from the dungeons, and also from sinkholes. And also from sinkholes, you can gain 50% more XP. So sinkholes is going to be insane for XP. It's insane for XP anyway. So with this 50% more XP, it's going to be amazing. And I'm definitely going to be doing it. I always do sinkholes anyway. So this is going to be even better, I suppose, to get even more Dungeoneering XP. I'm at 137 mil Dungeoneering XP. So that's actually sort of getting there to 200 mil. I just do it whenever I don't really train Dungeoneering. I just do my daily challenge and sinkholes, and that's about it. But you still get loads and loads of XP. So that's always nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole of May. I like to call it Mad May, just because I think we had Mad May last year. I can't remember what happened, but I think it was called Mad May, and it's just sort of stuck with me. So it is pretty much a Mad May. Loads of crazy bonus weekends and weeks and all of that stuff, and I'm sure you guys will be taking part. So let me know in the comments what you'll be, you know, what you're most looking forward to. For me, it would probably be the Castle Wars, just because just getting that extra ticket will save me a lot of time, and I'm just going to be doing that for the whole weekend, and you know, making the most of it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video.